Watch News Channel 10 tonight. Teen smoking, a Health Check 10 report tonight at 5:30.
Should never have happened.
But it did, that's the point. It happened to you.
Hey, you think after everything we've been through, I'm gonna let something mess us up, huh?
But what if?
No what ifs. We're here, we're alive, and we love each other. Okay, you gotta focus on the positive. That's what Ryan always said. I'm not going anywhere.
You faced it, I always get my mind.
Peanut butter everywhere. Peanut butter in her hair, in her shoes. I mean, let's face it, Charlie loved... You guys seem to be getting along a lot better. Oh, your super let me in.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I just went for a walk. I couldn't watch that school bus go past my house anymore. And I couldn't face going home, so...
Lori, it's hard, I understand, but you have to find a way to get on with your life.
Get on with my life? When these people who killed my son are having a gala to celebrate the new hospital wing?
Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing later?
Probably working on these bomb threats. Did you know the letters for these threats were cut out of a parenting magazine?
Parenthood, now, that's an idea.
And check this out. They were stuck on with school glue. That means the perp must have kids.
Kids. Did you ever think what that would be like?
Kirkland, that's my big boy. Hey, give me a big hug. What's he doing here? Where's Victoria?
She called us several hours ago and insisted that we bring Kirkland here. She said she would explain when she arrived.
Arrived from where?
Canada.
She called us from the plane, Grant. Do you know what's going on?
Is not what this season is all about.
Your Hallmark Gold Crown store introduces the first part of the Peanuts Keepsake Ornament Collection. Get Charlie Brown in the tree stand now, then Lucy, Linus, and Snoopy starting December 1st.
I represent the beauty and magic of the holidays. I should be first.
Collect them all for just $3.95 each, only at participating Hallmark Gold Crown stores.
Where they're obviously saving the best for last.
We just weren't hungry, dear.
Well, I'll make cappuccino.
Cappuccino. They don't have a rug, but they have a cappuccino machine. Honey, what's going on?
Maxwell House Cappuccino.
Delicious.
I'll help with the dishes.
Oh, that's okay. We have a dishwasher, too.
New Irish Cream Cappuccino, only from Maxwell House.
Fisher-Price knows every little girl wants a special place to call her own. A place to hold all her favorite things. Where mirrors are windows, opening a world of imagination. Where she can be mommy one minute and a rock star the next. Where she can lose herself for hours and be constantly amazed at what she finds. The Fisher-Price dress-up vanity. Make it a special place for a little girl you know.
Fisher-Price knows.
I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam. I like those good and simple things, and that's why I like Spam.
I like it in the morning. I like it late at night. It doesn't take a lot of dough to feed your family right.
I like those good and simple things, and that's why I like Spam.
It's good. Now there's a way to cook like you've never cooked before.
with Corningware's latest creation, Casual Elegance. Beautifully designed, uniquely versatile. Casual Elegance for casual cooks who love a little elegance on their table.
Besides Cheerios, how many of the 10 leading cereals have only 1 gram of sugar a bowl? You got it. None.
Oh, thank goodness you're all right. What's going on? Grant just looked like he saw a ghost.
She's no ghost. She who? I have to talk to him.
Victoria, you've got to tell me what's going on. We've been waiting here for hours. If you don't tell me, I'm going to go home.
You can't. It's not safe.
I need your help.
Grant, what's wrong? You look terrible.
I've lied to you. I've withheld evidence, crucial evidence about Ryan's shooting.
I'm listening.
To tell you the truth, I actually feel a lot safer on the job than I ever felt working solo.
Yeah, but a PI can turn on a job if he thinks it's too dangerous. A cop has no choice. And the wife at home, well, she never knows if her husband's coming back once he goes out that door.
Paulina, let's worry about getting married before we even worry about how tough it's going to be, okay?
You must be talking about Jake.
I must be talking about Jake who's got to give you a divorce before we can ever get hitched.
Don't you count on it.
What we got to focus on is you and me, okay? Think positive. If we hang in there, it's all going to happen.
You sure got a lot of faith.
Otherwise, let me tell you something. From the moment I met you, I wanted nothing except for us to be together. Okay? Now look at everything we went through. Huh? We're like this close to having it all. Marriage, the family, the fruit trees, the whole bit.
But you almost gave up on me when Jake came back.
Blue eyes. Let me tell you something. You think you're going to get rid of me? You got another thing coming.
Now, you got to understand the difference between giving up and your basic human emotions. Now, you are marrying a Carlino.
What, there's more to Carlinos than pasta and Chianti?
Just a little bit.
Oh, my. In a graveyard, no less.
Damn squirrels.
Oh, you know what? I should be going anyway. I've got a million things to do before the gala tonight.
Yeah, that's if the captain lets that happen.
Have there been any more threats?
No, not in the last 24 hours, but, you know, I still want you to watch your back, okay?
Listen, Joe.
Yeah?
I never lost faith in us. Not really. When Jake came back, I just felt I owed him another chance. So I tried to be a wife to him, a real wife, but I couldn't, you know? Because I loved you.
I've known rabbits with more self-control.
Later.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Later. Dedication's tonight, man. They named the new wing after you. Guess you know that. Ryan, I give you my word. I will not let anything or anyone screw that up tonight.
Hey, Carlino. That was very touching, especially that last bit there about Ryan. But let me tell you something, my friend. You kiss my wife one more time, and you're gonna need prayer.
Have you been back to the community center? They always need volunteers.
Yes, I can't go back there. It's too hard for me. There's just too many little boys running around everywhere, and I can't.
Well, what about looking for a job? If you do decide to donate the money from the settlement, you're going to need some source of income.
Well, maybe I could work here. I mean, you probably need someone to answer phones and do the filing and...
I appreciate the offer, but this isn't my place. And with the computers and the voicemail, Frankie doesn't need anyone either, do you, Frankie?
If you're looking for secretarial work, I know a few temp agencies that I could give you.
Well, what about here in the building? There's so many offices, and I'm sure somebody needs, you know, a secretary. And, Cass, if you would recommend me, I'm sure they'd hire me. I'm actually really quite a fast typist, believe it or not.
Well, I can talk to a few former clients and see what turns up. Look, why don't I drive you home and we can go over your options, all right?
Okay. Cass, do you think that maybe we could stop somewhere and get some lunch? I'm just starved.
Yeah, we'll pick you up a bite to eat. You all set?
Great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bye. Bye. What about Sassy's, Cass?
Yeah, we'll get you something to go. We'll be back in half an hour, Frankie.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Frankly, it makes me nervous.
It's not exactly what I call good news.
Hey, good for you.
Bad. Very bad for plumbers like me.
The problem is, professional strength liquid plumber works too good.
This liquid drain opener won't dilute in standing water. Stuff cuts right to the problem.
For hair clogs, nothing's faster, except me. I hate it.
Professional strength liquid plumber drain opener. Sorry, plumbers.
You can do almost anything while your dishes are washing.
Would a dishwasher make your holidays happier?
You can go sledding.
This Kenmore dishwasher is our quietest ever.
Go for vacation. No, not really.
It's just $349.99 at Sears.
Go to dinner. Bake a cake.
Because at Christmas, you've got better things to do.
Bowling.
Maybe they're jealous. Why else would those other tampons keep comparing themselves to Playtex? Maybe it's the comfort of Playtex's smooth plastic applicator. Maybe it's the comfortable protection you can count on. Sure, it's a lot to live up to. Must be nice when everyone wants to be like you. Playtex is comfort.
If you like cardboard applicator tampons, you're gonna love new Silk Glide from Playtex. The applicator's improved for silky, smooth comfort. Because Playtex is comfort.
She said while you're out, pick up some Correctol. But that one was cheaper.
How was he to know?
For 40 years, women have trusted Correctol for gentle, overnight relief.
Well, I got the right kind of motor oil.
That he knows.
Correctol, the one more women trust.
I'm gonna get me some new Kibbles and Bits, too. Stew, 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 stew. Ooh.
What a dog won't do for new Kibbles and Bits stew. Based in meaty kibbles, bits with the taste of carrots and peas.
Stupendous.
New Kibbles and Bits stew.
Do you believe that there's life on other planets?
30 years ago, an incredible encounter changed her life.
I'm afraid it isn't over yet.
Now they're coming again for her daughter.
Where is everyone?
What she does to save her, my God, will amaze you.
Don't take her from me.
Marquee Post, Visitors of the Night, NBC tonight.
Dateline Tuesday. High-class strip clubs. They're all the rage.
Like safe sex in the 90s.
But do they really bring crime and prostitution to the neighborhood? Dateline NBC Tuesday.
The role of Maggie Corey is now being played by Lisa Brenner.
Hey, what's that?
Oh, Maggie. You really have the manners of an American.
Well, think of it this way, Mother. I'm keeping you from getting fat.
I'm not fat. I'm exactly the same size as
when I married your father, yes. So what's in the book?
Well, if you really must know, some dossier.
Dossier? Like CIA? Chocolate. Did Helen make these?
You know, I'm not without talent in the kitchen. I told her exactly what to do.
So who are you spying on?
Oh, well, these are just some possible brides for the Archduke Maximilian.
Is my dossier in there?
Oh, that's right. You wanted me to include you. Oh, right. But I just thought that since then you'd just lost interest. So.
Says who?
Well, darling, the way you've been carrying on so about Tomas and the other one, Nick.
That doesn't mean I'm not interested.
Oh. But Maggie, you have to understand something. The young woman that I'm looking for has to be ready and willing to make a commitment. I mean, if she is found suitable by the de Vilbis family, then she must marry their son, Maximilian. I mean, there can't be any scandal. This is their only son and heir.
So you mean it's like a done deal? If they like me, I have to marry him?
I know. It sounds medieval, but that's the way it is when there's so much money involved. I mean, they have to make sure that each girl is thoroughly investigated before she even gets to meet their son. There can be no mistakes.
Are you saying I'm a mistake?
Oh, Maggie, no, darling. Of course not. They'd be lucky to have you. But, Maggie, you don't want to do this. I mean, there's so much legal red tape. And this is something that is so serious and final.
But what if I liked him?
Well, that's the risk that you'd have to take. Oh, no, Maggie, I really don't think this is for you. I mean, I've met the sort of boys that you like. Yes, they're young and sexy, but, oh, their prospects leave much to be desired.
Tomas is going to be a doctor.
My darling, Maximilian's family owns half a dozen hospitals on 2 continents. When he becomes the heir to the throne, he's going to assume enormous responsibilities. I mean, there's the castle on the Danube, the vineyards in Tuscany, the villa in Cap d'Antibes, the yacht that's moored outside of Spain.
I want to meet him.
The thoroughbred stables in Ireland, right, and then there's also the Paris condo,
Mom,
the New York...
I want to meet him.
Well, all right, darling, if you insist, if you really feel it's right.
Now remember, I'm double parked.
I never checked for that around.
I told Frankie that I'd be back in half an hour anyway.
I'm gonna get back to my housework one of these days. And I'm sorry it's such a mess.
No, it's,
I haven't been able to get myself to do much of anything around here.
Yeah. Oh. Here, let me. I think I told you that when my daughter had an open-heart surgery, I really fell apart. I ended up in the hospital. And my therapist told me something that I've never forgotten. That now that I've learned what it takes to take care of a child, that's how I had to take care of myself.
Well, Cass, what if it just doesn't seem worth it?
Believe me when I tell you, it's worth it. What's this?
Oh, it's Ben's. He used it to play DJ microphone.
I've seen those advertised.
Yeah. You know, I can pick this up by myself. You've already kept Frankie waiting, and...
Well, actually, I think I will stay for a few minutes, especially if that offer about the French fries still stands.
Yeah, of course.
That, comment you made earlier about the gala?
Oh, no, I was just venting, you know.
Well, no, that's important, you know. You've got to express your anger, but in ways that are safe with people who understand you. And now that you're receiving a settlement, and now that John has made his public apology...
Yeah, I know those people have done everything they can do.
You're not looking for any further satisfaction, are you?
Like what?
Well, you don't think that they should still pay in some way?
Of course not. Here, look, why don't you try some of these fries? Now, Ben used to eat them with a whole bunch of ketchup. He'd actually make a big pool of ketchup. You'd think the kid was going to dive in or something.
This evening is dedicated to Ryan Harrison, the police captain, and the wing is being named after him. There'll be all sorts of people there who had nothing to do with what happened to Ben in the ER that night.
Yes, I know that. I know that, and I'm fine with it. I really hope that this gala is a big success.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Ryan was a great guy, and he deserves this honor. What am I doing? I don't eat French fries. I will get out of here after all. And I'll call you tomorrow. See how you're doing, okay?
Yeah, well, I'll be here.
Try and get some rest, all right?
Yeah, okay. Bye.
Bye.
I hope the gala's a big success.
Hey, I'm not thinking about having kids. You know, you should keep your mind on the job, Lieutenant.
Oh, really? You know, that's not really too easy to do with you around. Tibbs! Adams!
You boys are up to speed on this bomb threat, right?
Yeah, I know the captain wants us to make a bust here, but it's...
Well, we don't have a solid lead. Well, take that. That's your short list, guys. Names, addresses, places of business. You too. We need to make a bust on this ASAP, so let's get on it. Why the frown?
There's a name missing from this list, and given the evidence.
What name?
Don't let him out of your sight. You're scaring me, Victoria. You can't tell me it's not safe to go home and then refuse to tell me why. Would you mind telling me what's going on? He's lying, all right? Whatever he's told you, it's a lie. His mother's alive. She's in Canada. He's keeping her up in some convent.
He told me the whole story.
Oh. You knew. You knew it! You knew all along, and you've been protecting her!
We're here! Edward! Oh, come back to Auntie Dot, you cute little thing! Edward!
Is it possible there's a bathroom tissue that feels as soft as facial tissue? Only if it's squeezably soft Charmin Ultra.
Edward, come out here. Give your Auntie Dot another kiss.
Charmin Ultra. It's not just softer, it's facial tissue soft.
Edward, are you in there?
In the beginning, you read all the books. You sterilize everything. You even buy those expensive diapers. But eventually, you get over it and get Luvs. Why Luvs? They work, and work great, especially on leaks. They pass these torture tests as well as pricey brands. But Luvs cost less every day without coupons. Like you have time to clip coupons. You don't have time to read books with words. Hey, live and learn. And then get Luvs.
My skin has never felt this soft. Forget bath bars. Body lotion? I don't bother. Now, I just use Oil of Olay 2-in-1 moisturizing body wash with a soft Olay puff and a moisturizing lather. Much more caring than beauty bars.
My skin absorbs the special Olay moisturizers. You can't believe how much softer it feels.
Oil of Olay 2-in-1 moisturizing body wash. For moisturized skin, no bath bar can touch.
Bath bars? Body lotion? I'll never go back.
Being a mom, it's letting go when you want to hold on. It's giving them room to grow, question, make their own decisions. It's feeling good when they choose what you would want for them. Jif's one of those things. They want it because they love it. You choose it because Jif deep roasts its peanuts to bring out more fresh roasted peanut taste. More than any other leading brand, being a mom is doing the best for your kids. Always, in all ways. For more fresh roasted peanut taste, choosy moms choose Jif.
It was with you on your birthday. It will be with you always. It has been swept aside, brushed off, and cut short. And yet it always returns. It has rested on your shoulder, whispered in your ear, and wrapped around your little finger. Your hair. You've finally learned to love it because you finally learned how to treat it. Pantene Pro V with the exclusive Pro Vitamin formula. Now and always. Hair so healthy, it shines.
Oh, my God. Cecile! Cass told me you were back. I was hoping he was hallucinating.
Hello, Mary Frances. What are you doing here?
It's my office. What do you want?
Nothing from you, dear. I'm here to see Cass. We have an appointment.
Well, he's driving a client home.
How much does he charge for that?
I'll tell him you stopped by.
It wouldn't have been that Laurie creature, would it?
Why?
Oh, if I were you, next time I'd give her cab fare.
Nice to see you in a cage, McKinnon.
Can you just give me the key? Sure. There.
What? This key?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, now. Let me ask you a question, Jake. Are you following me and Pauline?
Why don't we just skip the Q&A, all right, Joe?
Fine.
No, I was not following you, all right? Vicky locked me in here last night. She locked me in.
Vicky locked you in?
I'm serious. But, Joe, I'm serious. This is very serious, okay? She could be in danger. You gotta let me out of here, all right? Please, Joe, put the key in the door, open it up.
Well, now, Jake, the before I do that, see, I'm thinking Vicky's a very smart woman. If she locked you in there, that had to be a good reason, I would imagine.
Okay. Why don't you just take that up with Vicky? Just get me out of this freaking crypt!
McKinnon, what is it with you and tight places, huh? What are you, like, hanging around dead meat?
Very funny, Joe. Very funny. Ha, 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 ha.
Well, the more I think about it, Jake, I think it's really best if I just let you figure this one out on your own, okay?
Stick the key in the door, Joe.
Door?
Open the door.
Oh.
Joe.
Afraid I can't do that, Jake.
Give me the key.
Can't do it.
Open. Joe! Open this door. Let me tell you something, Carlino. You don't open this door, you're gonna get yours, I promise you! Get that key!
Where is she? Where's Justine?
Swear to God,
What have
Victoria,
you done with her?
I
You
don't
hid her
know.
away somewhere, didn't you?
No.
So that she could come back and finish what she started, right? You want her to take your son, don't you? You want her to do that.
Miss Hudson, please get control of yourself.
You want her to kidnap Kirkland, right? Or better yet, me or Carl or Rachel, because she is after all of us.
Sounds like she's in no condition to threaten anyone.
You don't know her.
Victoria's right. She has to be found. That's why I came forward.
When it was too late.
Look, I presume she fell under a speeding train. No one believes she could have survived. The coroner declared her dead. And then a couple of days ago, a nun showed up from an order in Canada, showed up at my door with a letter from Justine indicating that she was still alive, and I had to go to her.
She killed Ryan. She killed your own brother, and you protected her.
I had to find out if she was still
You
alive.
had to go to the police, but you didn't do that, did you?
She's my mother, and she's sick, and she has suffered massive injuries. It's unimaginable, and she feels guilty and remorseful.
You found out that I knew, and you hid her away somewhere. Then you came back here to do damage control
That's
with
ridiculous.
him.
I have no idea where she's gone.
All right, Grant. So, Justine took off right before I got to the convent, and we are supposed to believe that this sick, injured woman just walked away on her own.
You have to stop her. You have to stop her before she hurts someone else.
I thought I was running away, but I was just running. All I could see was you. Escape.
Calvin Klein.
I wish this could last all night. All night, all night, all night.
Duracell. Oh, it can. And tomorrow night, and maybe the next night, and the following day. The copper top. No battery is stronger, longer.
Want your toilet really clean? Pour in Clorox bleach after every flush. Or better yet, drop Clorox Automatic Toilet Cleaner in your tank. It cleans with the power of Clorox bleach every time you flush. Clorox Automatic.
Genuine leather, precision timing, and really big ears. Mickey's Motion Timer from Loris performs hourly or at the alarm. Part of the Mickey Unlimited Collection by Loris. Simply brilliant watches.
When I'm with you, you take me away to another world.
Music and the human brain. Why do some become great musicians? Is it possible for you? Now an amazing discovery that'll surprise you. Health Watch, only on NBC Nightly News tonight.
Okay, let's meet at Red Lobster in an hour.
Red Lobster?
This holiday season, the place to meet is Red Lobster, where for a short time you can enjoy our ultimate feast with all your favorites on one plate. Succulent rock lobster, roasted shrimp, tender snow crab, and large golden fried shrimp. It's the ultimate feast, but hurry, it ends soon. Happy holidays from Red Lobster. And for your holiday parties, enjoy party platters to go.
My name's Jack Holliday. I make a good cop, but I make an even better sandwich. I've been tracking down Frankie Malone, and all I could think about was Polish ham, soft potato bread, layered with Miracle Whip. The jar was empty. I went for the mayo, but my gut said Bland City, so I borrowed some from Annie. Smart move. A third less fat than mayo and a tangy zip. Nothing makes a sandwich like Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip made my sandwich nice and sassy. Kinda like Annie, but that's a whole nother story.
The Cost of Crime. Tonight at 6 on News Channel 10.
When I'm with you, you take me away to another world.
Did Justine happen to tell you what she was planning?
Miss Hudson, I'll handle this. I need to know what you know, and this time I want the truth.
Gabe, you have my full cooperation.
I want to know the location of that convent and the names of all the people involved.
Right.
Write it down, all of it. Excuse me.
How could you?
Look, I know this is difficult to understand given what's happened.
You realize that she's coming after Kirkland,
If I
don't
have
you?
to stand guard over him
I don't
myself,
want
I
you
will.
anywhere near him.
Victoria, forgive me. I never meant to keep this from you.
Would that be the same way I was supposed to forgive you when Ryan was killed?
All right. All right, you're right. You tell me something. Your concern for me, your desire to have Kirkland close for the three of us, I mean, that was just pretense, right? You already suspected Justine was alive. In the dinner the other night, that was just an excuse for you to go through my apartment so you could catch me with my guard down, right? So in reality, you've been lying to me too, haven't you, Victoria?
You want to add her name to the list of suspects?
Well, sir, she was being considered for that list in the beginning.
Any priors?
She's clean.
Sir, the money isn't the issue. I have to know she's talking about donating all of it to charity.
Was this suspect your idea, Watts?
Yes, sir. The materials used are common in households with small children, and the suspect has a major grudge against the hospital.
Does she have any idea that you are John Hudson's stepdaughter?
No, sir. Not that I know of.
All right, Watts. I'm going to trust that you can be unbiased and professional. Go with your hunch. See where it leads.
Thank you, Captain.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to compare us. I know what I've done is worse.
You got that right, Grant.
Victoria, please. We need to reconcile these differences. Now, I know that's the furthest thing from your mind right now, but I intend to make that happen because you were right. Kirkland needs both of us.
Don't you think maybe it's a little late for that?
No, I don't. Because the fact remains that we share something much more powerful than the hatred you're feeling for me right now. And that is our grief over Ryan. So please, take Stephen and Kirkland and get out of here. Go to San Francisco, visit Marley. Anything, just take them and keep them safe, and don't come back here until this is over.
Will it ever be over?
Grant, I suggest you call an attorney.
What?
Read him his rights, then book him as an accessory to murder after the fact.
Okay.
First I die, and I'm not dead. Now I'm stuck in a crypt. When I get out of here, Vicky dies, only she's gonna be dead. Sister. Sister, I'm stuck, and I can't get out. But it's okay. I'm a good guy, sister. I mean, I used to be an altar boy at St. Sulpice in Lasser. You've heard of St. Sulpice at Lasser? That's me, good old altar boy. Oh, come on, sister. I came to pay my respects to this man right here, and I locked myself in, okay? Hey, there's a key on the ground. Sister! That's cool. I'll hang.
Mother, I only missed you by 5 minutes. Where's Kirkland? It's with Matthew. Don't worry about it. I can't believe this is happening.
She's here. I can feel it. But how did Justine survive being run over by a train?
Listen, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to call Michael and have him pick up Stephen at the house, and then I want you and Matthew and Kirkland to meet him at the airport. I want you to take the children to San Francisco. I want them as far away from here as possible.
I will do this, but do I have to involve Michael?
Please,
Matthew and I can handle this.
His help.
And what about you?
I'm going to be fine. I'm staying here. I just don't want to be near the children. If she finds me, I may kill her.
Gabe, you don't understand. She'll try to take my son again. Please, I may be the only one who can stop her.
Give them an edge. Give them attitude. Give them Arizona. It's not just a look. It's a state of being. The original Arizona Gene Company is about individuals who dance to their own beat and listen with their hearts. Arizona. Cool gifts, cool prices. It's what to give if you get it. Only at JCPenney. Now all Junior's Arizona jeans are on sale for a cool $18.99.
Which meal turns dinner time into family time?
Manwich, that's which.
Which meal's been your favorite since you were a kid?
Manwich, that's which.
Which sauces bring tacos and burritos to life?
Taco and burrito seasoning sauces from Manwich, that's which.
Which meal is as quick and easy as it is delicious?
Manwich, that's which.
Sounds great. So what are you craving right now?
Manwich. That's what?
Manwich. Whenever you're hungry, it's the right answer.
What you got there, kids?
Cooties, Grandpa.
Oh, your dad had cooties when he was a little guy.
Remember the fun of cootie?
I'm ahead.
Now you can pass it on to your kids.
I'm a leg away from winning.
Build a whole cootie to win.
Ta-da!
He's a beauty.
No, he's a cootie.
And don't forget, don't break the ice.
I'm on thin ice.
You're through, Grandpa.
Don't break the ice and cootie. Milton Bradley makes the games little kids love the best.
It's the same, and it's different. It's Hugs. Hershey's Hugs. Mini Hershey's Kisses hugged by white chocolate. Hugs. Get it? P.S. Hugs also come with almonds.
Most home haircuts start with a bang and end with a whimper. But the new Norelco Pro Cut has a one-touch length selector, so it's easy to get it right. With the Norelco Pro Cut, you just can't do a bad do.
To free his enemy, he took his own life.
John, shut me. I didn't shoot Tony DeMira.
Now, which is worse? Being accused of a crime you didn't commit?
If he dies, you're facing murder 1.
Or being doubted by the woman you love?
I heard you arguing.
I won't deny that I threatened him, but I did not shoot him!
This week, Days of Our Lives.
Tomorrow on Today, more of Katie Couric's interview with Christopher Reeve.
You can still experience genuine joy and laughter and love.
Tomorrow on Today.
I don't know. Somehow, I just imagine Cass would be working in a place a little less, subterranean.
The bookstore gets lots of light.
Oh, and you are a better woman than I. No argument here. I mean, allowing a man like Cass to work cheek to cheek with a woman like Felicia?
You're right. She's beautiful, rich, talented, sexy, and honorable.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, look who's slumming. Frankie, I'm sorry. I got back as soon as I could.
No problem, dear. I was just talking with your little woman. We're getting chummy.
Gee, that must have been fun.
Yeah, she was telling me what a wonderful father you are. Though, somehow I find that hard to imagine.
He's changed a lot since you knew him.
Oh? I didn't think you needed any improving.
I don't know how much of this appreciation I can take, Cecile, especially coming from you.
Take it all. Come on, one can never get enough appreciation.
Yes, well, you wanted to see me about something.
I did. And why don't we just, pick up where we left off? Vis-a-vis my legal matter, of course. Mary Frances, would you mind?
Anything you have to say to me, you can say in front of my wife.
Ah, you have changed.
Well, I hate to break up this little soiree, but unfortunately for me, I have lunch with a client.
Sorry about this. First Lori, now Cecile.
I keep telling you, you should wear a bag over your head.
And I just don't listen.
No, you don't. Well, listen, she doesn't bother me. And, it would seem we have, bigger problems.
Where was this?
On her desk. I assume Lori helped herself.
Great.
Do you have any spring water?
I'll spring for the water if you drown her.
You're on. I abjectly apologize, Cecile. We are all out of designer H2O.
Oh, well, that's a pity. So good for the complexion. But see, men, they don't have to worry about their faces. They just get more interesting as the years pass by.
As long as the interest is passing, Cecile. Now, about your legal situation, as I keep trying to emphasize, I am no longer practicing.
Yes, yes, you do keep trying to emphasize that, but then you just do something else. Like helping that poor destitute mother who lost her child. I read about that in the newspaper. I intend to write to the Bar Association and insist they give you a special commendation.
Yeah, well, what is it that they say? No good deed goes unpunished.
Well, I intend to tip the scales for you, dear. Cass, you're a father now. You can't afford to turn down a lucrative offer, especially when the work is this easy.
I could recommend any number of attorneys to you.
And, you know, I would hire one of them. I would. If it were just a matter of legal expertise. But see, it isn't. Because this situation requires delicacy. And you have such a gentle touch. Although when required, you can be quite overwhelming. Besides, it'll be fun.
Oh, well, if it'll be fun, absolutely not.
Oh, aren't you just a little bit curious?
Just a little bit.
All right. Well, as you know, I've been living in Europe for the past few years. Many years, actually.
No, not so many.
Well, you're a gentleman, thank you, but I've had enough years there to make the acquaintance of, how should I say this? Oh, hell, the richest men on the continent. Well, I can't help it. They just come to me.
Yes, I know. Like lambs to a slaughter.
So, one of the oldest families in Europe has asked me to arrange for a marriage for their only son to an American girl who shall remain nameless at present.
Now, wait a minute. You, the Countess de Poulignac, the Queen of Tankir, have taken up matchmaking?
Oh, well, I prefer to call myself a broker.
Yeah, so did Dolly Levi.
Well, darling, a girl's got to do what she's got to do. What can I say? I mean, I can't exactly see myself picking up a gun and chasing after criminals in a station wagon.
It's a minivan, and leave Frankie out of this.
Or writing a bestseller. Can't even type.
Oh, come on, I'd pay a lot to read your tell-all.
You would?
Oh, yeah.
How much?
Oh, at least $19.95. Now, come on, I thought that your last husband left you pretty well provided for.
Yeah, well, inflation. And luxury tax. Ugh, the bane of my existence.
You always were a lousy money
I know,
manager.
if I had just come to you earlier, everything would be okay. I trusted people. I shouldn't. Well, listen. Cass, this conversation has to be strictly confidential. Yes?
Scout's honor.
Promise me.
I do.
I'm broke. I am as destitute as that poor woman you represented, pro bono.
You're completely tapped out?
Yeah, I mean, I have my darling Maggie, a few friends, my clothes, a bauble or two.
Oh, dear. This sounds serious.
Now, you're not going to tell anybody, right? You can't tell anybody, not even Frankie.
All right.
I mean, if Rachel finds out, she's going to think I'm taking advantage of her hospitality.
Well, aren't you?
Well, of course I am, but I had to. I had no choice. I couldn't have Maggie visiting me in a shelter, could I? No. If Rachel knew, I couldn't bear it. And then there's Maggie, too. Yes. What I'm trying to do here is mine my last resource. I know I can make this happen. I know that I can make the Archduke's son happy.
The Archduke?
A delightful man with unlimited money.
So, forget about the son. Why don't you marry the royal daddy?
No, I can't.
Why not? Is the old guy married? That's never stopped you before.
No, it's not that. There are other considerations, not the least of which is Maggie. Now, marriage, though it has proven lucrative in the past, is not exactly a sure thing for me.
It can be.
Oh, darling. With a man like you, anything is possible. Oh, Cass, please do me this one little favor. Please handle the negotiations. Write up the contracts. It'll be simple. Please, just do this because I need you so badly. Please.
Oh, I'm going to live to regret this.
Oh, thank you. I adore you.
Yes? Bay City PD. Officer Watts, I'd just like to talk to you for a minute.
I was on my way out to the laundromat. What did you want?
Well, this won't take too much time. I just need to ask you a few questions about Dr. John Hudson.
I'm sorry, if this is about the settlement, you're going to have to talk to my lawyer.
Ms. Michaels, are you aware that the hospital has received a bomb threat?
No, I wouldn't know anything about that.
No, of course you wouldn't. But in the interest of public safety, I'd just like to ask you a few questions about Dr. Hudson. Please, we need your help.
All right, come on in. I just really don't see what I could do to help you with this.
I understand. Just for a question, I'd like to know if you have had occasion or opportunity to observe any anger or bitterness in Dr. Hudson?
I really have no interest in how he feels.
And I'm sorry to ask you these questions, Ms. Michaels. I'm sure this isn't easy for you. But about what you said about the settlement...
Police really think that Dr. Hudson is making bomb threats?
The police are aware of Dr. Hudson's bitterness toward the hospital.
And what would they do to him if he was the one making the threats?
Well, that would be up to the DA, of course. You know, but if he was just making threats, I'm sure they'd take into consideration his emotional distress at being suspended, you know, his situation. And given that he's got no prior record, well, if you got a good lawyer, I'm sure that some combination of counseling and maybe some therapy and community service could be worked out. Ms. Michaels, you understand the urgency here. The gala is this evening, and a lot of innocent lives are at stake, including the lives of relatives and friends of Captain Harrison. That's the part I don't get. You know, I mean, these people didn't do anything. Why should they have to suffer? Did you know Captain Harrison?
No.
I worked with him. And let me tell you, he was such a warm and generous human being. You know, he loved kids. He really did. He was about to be a stepfather himself, actually. I'm sorry. I'm sure I don't have to tell you about how hard it is to lose someone that you love.
You know, excuse me, I'd like to offer you something. I think that I'm out of coffee, but...
You know, some tea would be great.
Sure. Would you
Yeah.
excuse me just a minute?
Thanks. You take honey? No, but some lemon would be great if you have any. Sure. Ms. Michaels, I just got paged from the station, so we're gonna have to continue this another time.
Okay, here we go, everybody. We're gonna go on a plane ride. Matthew, have you got the tickets?
Yeah.
Can I have a window seat on the plane?
I think that can be arranged. I think it can. Ooh, you're so warm. Let's take your jacket off now that you're inside.
Hey, how's Victoria?
Their mother is fine. Darling, why don't we go watch the planes take off? Come on.
Can I take off my sweater?
No, just leave your sweater on. Come on, let's go watch the planes.
So we got up early this morning and she's a little tired.
Oh, look, don't worry about it, all right? I mean, she's just angry because I'm coming along on this trip, but after I talked to Victoria, I had to.
Yeah, understand. I don't know. I just, ever since the wedding, every time I mention your name, Donna shuts down. Whereas before, you were all she could talk about.
Well, you know what that's about? I think I was safe while I was, you know, dying. But now that I'm in remission, she's not interested anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me, I was supposed to pick up her car this afternoon at the body shop. Let me make a call, okay?
Sure.
Darling, I just want you to leave your sweater on.
I'm hot.
I know you are, but just leave it on for me, please.
Hey, buddy, I tell you what, you want to get a drink of water? Huh? We'll get out of the drinking fountain, get some water.
Michael, the public fountains are full of germs. Darling, please leave
Donna,
your sweater on.
lighten up, okay? I'll race you, pal. Come on, all three of us, I'll race.
Can you keep it there for a couple days? Good. And did you fix the flat? What flat? The flat in the trunk. She used the spare to change the flat tire. What do you mean there's no flat tire?
Not just any drain opener can bust through a tough clog like this. one with maximum power! New Drano Max. It's the thickest, with 35% more power than even pro-strength liquids. A maximum breakthrough against your toughest clogs! Get new Drano Max and go with the flow. S.C. Johnson Wax.
Dear Post Office, thanks for getting my packages there really fast.
I knew they were safe and sound thanks to those packaging supplies you showed me. You really gave me peace of mind.
And I found a great gift for my nephew. You told me how I could ship overnight.
How I could mail money safely.
And you even have convenient hours.
You really helped me handle the holidays. Thank you.
Dear customers, you're welcome.
Come here. I still need more toys.
Yeah, well, look what I found.
If it's educational, they don't want it.
Yeah, Legos. They don't think they're educational, but they are.
That's smart.
You know what? You buy one, you get the second one at half price.
Thank you, Kmart.
Neptune Discovery Lab.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Royal Drawbridge.
Need it.
Mm-hmm. Sea-Claw.
Want it.
Mm-hmm.
Buy one Lego set, get the second half price. This week only at today's Kmart.
Hurricane Harbor.
Been there, done that.
Who hasn't?
You too?
One time.
What year?
Long ago.
You're gonna love Clairol's new herbal essences, shampoos, and conditioners. You'll be overwhelmed by the organic herbs, the all-natural botanicals,
So good.
drenched in pure mountain water. And if you find that exciting, wait until you see your hair.
I want to get the shampoo she's using.
Clairol's new herbal essences, a totally organic experience.
Me and Patsy take turns with each other's kids. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. It's 95% fat-free, and that makes me feel good. Not as good as when it's Patsy's turn, but thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Where were you when your cold pill quit?
Route 9, I totally clogged up.
Effidac 24 won't quit. It releases the right amount of medicine at the right time for 24-hour relief. Where were you when your cold pill quit?
Mine didn't quit. Effidac.
The cold pill that just won't quit.
You'll go deaf, Maggie.
What?
You can't very well get married if you have punctured eardrums from heavy metal.
Did you say married? As in Maximilian?
I took you at your word, darling. At this very moment, I have one of the best lawyers in the world drawing up the documents. If all goes well, your marriage will put Charles and Diana's to shame.
I haven't even met the guy.
Well, you will after we've worked out this. What is this thing that you have on?
It's my favorite sweater.
Well, it's got to go. I mean, if Maximilian de Vilbis saw you in that thing, I don't know what he'd do.
What are you doing? Those are Rachel's.
Yes, darling. Mine are expired. I'm sure Rachel would like to contribute to a very good cause.
What cause?
Your future. You, my darling, need everything. Top to bottom. We'll start with the hair. We'll move on to the first thing we have to do.
Miss Michaels, it's me again.
What is this? Is this really necessary?
Ms. Michaels, we have a warrant to search the premises.
Search the premises? What's going on here? Am I under arrest?
I've got it.
Yes, Ms. Michaels. You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Are you okay?
Like you care. The key's right behind you on the ground over there.
I do care.
You don't care about anything,
Are you
Vicky.
really? But you're okay. You look all right.
What do you mean I look all right? I spent the night in... There you go. Thank you, sir.
Stop it! Now, you would have tried to stop me.
Oh, I can't believe you. What happened with Grant?
Grant's out of the picture for right now. Justine is on her way to Bay City. As a matter of fact, she's probably already here by now. Listen to me, I need your help.
Joe, now you need my help. You need my help, Vicky. Let me tell you something, Vic, about needing my help. I could have froze to death in... You mean that Justine's still alive?
I told you
You
that.
should have brought me with me. You know what, Vicky? I cannot believe you.
I don't have time to argue with you right now. Who brought more flowers to Ryan's grave?
Carlino, that dope. He was 2 feet from me and he wouldn't let me out of there. It was a nightmare. Plus his nun comes by, a sister of mercy, no less.
A nun? What did she look like?
San Francisco, now boarding at gate 4.
Come here,
Donna, about the flat.
Darling, Stephen's got a fever.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm going to call ahead, all right, to have a doctor meet us when we
No,
land.
we're going to go to the hospital right now.
I want Mommy.
I know you do, darling. We'll call her later. Come, look, mister.
I don't know when you're going to be arraigned.
Look, Gabe, put a man on me. I don't care, but you gotta let me out of here.
I'm sorry, Grant, I can't do
I'm
that.
willing to pay for what I did, but Justine is out there. You gotta let me look for her.
We've contacted the precinct.
You don't know her. You don't know how her mind works. You don't know how devious she is. You gotta let me look for her. Gabe, don't do this, Gabe. Please, Gabe, don't do this. Gabe!
Hold the end of your string up, Joey. Joey. We're never gonna get this done if you keep on eating the Kix.
Kix is a cereal that's low in sugar with a corn crunch that kids like. Kix also makes a great decoration.
So, how's it look? Delicious.
Kix, kid-tested, mother-approved.
We're getting used to it. Everything's so new. Is TJ doing better? Yeah. He likes his new room. I sure misses things back home. But he's a tough little guy. Yesterday he said, I guess I better get on my bike and go round up some new... On News Channel 10.